stained glass window in the benzo. Lost in the instrumental, keys got me sentimental. Look,
these rap books buried in gold. The treasure of a million men, Versace shades trimmed in gold. My life's big.
I want to talk about the Fountain of Youth joint, man. It's just, it was so West Coast. It was so LA.
Yeah, we had to West Coast it, man.
I think, Ross even referenced LA, in the song, and yourself.
Smoking out in Cali. Smoking with Stalley out in Cali on it,
I mean, man, when you heard that beat, what was the vibe in the studio on that one, man?
Man, it just felt like that old, West Coast and that Cube, that Mac 10, what I mean? So I just, it just felt like it, what I mean? And then we threw Nip on it, so he had to christen it with that original West Coast flavor.
Yeah.
And man, so it was only right. We shot the video out here.
Yeah, you did.
The videos, on MTV, BET right now, going crazy. My guy Kellen Dangler, he shot the video, so him and Dre Films, and it's been getting a good reception.
No doubt.
A lot of people say that's their favorite song off Self-Made too.
It was definitely the one that's popped out on me right away. Maybe, since Nipsey's on it, I was a little like jaded too.
Right.
Go check it out right away, being my fan from the hometown. But what's the deal with the new album? When is that coming, or do you have a time? I mean, last I heard it was like after the top of the year.
About after the top of the year. So first, second quarter, what I mean? We gonna go hard, after Meek drop and everything take off and he go platinum, what I mean? then we gonna get into the Stalley album, and we looking forward. Like I said, I'm sitting on records, man. So we about halfway through it, and top of the year we'll start putting out some of these singles.
Any ideas going through your head of possible names for the album yet?
Man, I don't. You know what I mean?
It's not easy.
It's not. It's not with the first one. You know what I mean? And but I'm gonna let it flow. I've been letting it flow. I've been letting the music and the sound come together. If anybody knows Stalley and my music, they know that I'm very particular with the cohesiveness of an album and how I put it together, and from the song titles to the album title to the artwork, everything is very particular. So with this one, I'm just letting it flow. This is my baby, so we gonna it might be like once the baby is born, you see the face and you just name it, what I mean? It might be after the album is done, you hear it and then you be like, oh, that's the name,
And who are some the producers you're working with on this
album? Man, I got the Block Beaters on there. Shout out to Block Beaters from Huntsville. I got my homie Soundtrack from Chicago. I got my homie Rashad, Rashad Thomas out of Columbus. Got Cardo, DJ Quick.
Quick's on there.
Yeah, Quick and Cardo got a joint together. Man,
look out.
Wait until y'all hear this. Man. And then I got the homie Bink, Pete Rock.
Damn, I got a joint with you and Pete Rock.
Yeah, we got some craziness, man. Who else we got?
And some features on there too, like
yeah, man. I got a joint with Carrie Hilson right now, and the other ones, we gonna let play out. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely gonna be something. That's another thing. Like I'm not one who has done a lot of features, or I don't do a lot of features unless it's organic and it's right.
Yeah.
But I got some stuff in the works.
You on Instagram yet?
Yeah, man. Oh man, y'all bet if y'all want to see some sneakers and some nice things, man, follow me on Instagram at Stalley, and Twitter is at Stalley. Both of them the same, just Stalley. I'll continue to spell that for y'all. So y'all don't forget it. And check me out on there. Hit me up.
And I almost fucking forgot. Speaking of Instagram, you Instagrammed a picture with Dr.Dre, bro.
Oh, man.
What was that like? How did it even happen? It's like they say a picture says so many words. And I was like, damn, that's Dre right there.
Right.
Stalley.
Man, it was beautiful. Like, honestly, I was like, that was the first time I met somebody and kind of didn't know what to say. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then the first thing I said was like, what's up with the beat? I just took it there. He looked at me like, and I'm like, hey, I'm a rapper. I'm going to ask you, what I'm saying? But nah, he showed love. And, one thing he said to me, he was like, man, you dope. Like, you put on a great show.
Man.
And he showed that love. And, like, to get that from him, man, it was just, like I told him, man, I appreciate everything he's ever done for hip-hop, you know what I mean? And he's a legend, an icon, you know what I mean? Somebody that I look up to, The Chronic. One of the best albums ever. You know what I mean? He's had his hands in. I can go on. We can all go on.
No
the
doubt.
list of,
his
you know, where his
imprint
imprint has been on hip hop and some of the greatest albums that's ever dropped. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dre, shout out to the whole West Coast, man, and thank you for that love, man.
That is so dope. It's always dope when you could be like a fan and, you know, growing up you watch an artist or an athlete or whatever, an actor,
and they come to you and just be like, and they give you that love or just
like,
say they appreciate what you're
work,
doing.
Man.
It's
congrats, man.
Yeah.
I saw that Instagram pic and I would have been pissed if you walked out and I forgot to ask you about it.
You know, boy, I'm shining on these hoes. Triple gold datings when I'm riding on these hoes. Got that leather and wood, you know how this story goes. I'm always on my toes when I ain't pushing the